missed this, haven't we? Oh, here we are. It's a special day, ladies and gentlemen. I think some people are going to be very happy about this. 2 years ago, I uploaded a video that said that we are saying goodbye to this world. March 1st of 2012, almost 10 years ago, I started building on this world, and I spawned just over here, right past these trees, right about where that yellow flower is. That's where I spawned. And we spent about 10 years with some breaks in between, the last one probably being one of the longest, building and improving our build skills. And boy, oh boy, it's time to say goodbye. You might be asking why. Why are you leaving? You've got all this history. Aren't you nostalgic for the world that you have here? I am. I'm very nostalgic. But Minecraft 1.18 has just come out. There have been some huge changes, some things that I'm really, really needing as a builder and really, really looking forward to. We'll go into those throughout the world tour, and I think we can even give a little sneak peek of what I'm planning for the future for Season 3 of Building with BdoubleO. But for this episode, I want to do a final world tour and send-off. We're going to go through and we're going to check out everything that we've built. And there should be a world download available for you guys. If you follow me on Patreon, it should be available on there right now for you to download and go through. And there should be eventually, I'm still figuring out how I want to produce it, but in the description, hopefully I'll have a download link. I've had some weird things happen with that stuff, but hopefully I can get a download link to you guys that you could download it from down in the description. But Patreon people, it should be available right now. Now, this world tour is going to be a little bit strange. We're going to have to do a little bit of back and forth because most of the time I spent in this world was in my own custom resource pack. This area here, it looks pretty good in vanilla, actually. Just a regular vanilla resource pack. But we're going to hit some areas that are going to look pretty rough without the resource pack on. And, we're going to see some things that I built years and years ago. I'm going to go through and creative. Like this, for example. This was the height of my building skills about 9-10 years ago. So, yeah, we're going to see some interesting stuff. Then some newer stuff here. But all of this, I feel like it's all kind of funny looking. But I'm going to go back and forth. I'm going to turn the resource pack on now. And we'll go back and forth a little bit. We'll have it on and we'll have it off. And we'll just see how things look in vanilla and with the resource pack. So there's a lot of things that I changed, and some things that look really cool with the resource pack. They just help, expand the visuals a little bit. And this is updated. I've got some of the 117 blocks in here. This is going to be on the Patreon as well if you want to download this. There's just little things like the wood planks are just slightly different in some areas. It's like enhanced vanilla. By the way, if you download it, here is a book you can take with directions, coordinates to all the places. But anyway, we'll go through with the resource pack on right now and kind of take a look. But that is part of why I want to start a new world. This is where we had all our gems and stuff in here. This is supposed to be like a counter, like a shop. Oh my goodness. Any diamonds? Ooh, decent amount of diamonds in there. Nice. But yeah, part of the reason why I feel like it'll be necessary to start a new world is because I've built most of this stuff in here with this resource pack and other resource packs. I've gone through different variations of this, my own, I've changed the cobblestone block like 4 times, and I've changed what terracotta looks like multiple times. And eventually you end up just with a mess. And so my building wasn't straight vanilla, and I think vanilla is at a point now to where it can stand on its own. I'll probably always mess around with the textures and stuff for fun, but never straying from the vanilla colors and values and stuff. But yeah, this is the Spawn Village, and this has had multiple iterations. We've gone through this and changed it many, many times. And over time, there are some buildings that have stayed, like this castle up here. That's new. Those dragons, those are fairly new. I mean, within the last 2 years, this building's fairly new. But then this cobblestone building, this is like 10 years old. This is where I stored all my cobblestone. And I had a cobblestone generator here and a stone generator. And then in the basement, this is where all my stone was. And there's still some left. This is where all the cobblestone was. Oh yeah, still some in there as well. Nice. My goal for this area when I first built it, I wanted to have like jungles were new, ravines were new, and there was this ravine right here. So I thought I gotta have a ravine that like a city in a ravine. I thought that would be really cool. And didn't quite work out how I visualized. I just didn't have the skills to pull it off. But I just put like little things here. And I think I didn't have the patience back then. Like now I'm far more patient when I work on an area. I don't like this. To me looks lazy. This looks like, even though I've spent years in this world, this feels like I spent like an hour doing this and then moved on. So yeah, I think maybe my patience for the game has improved over the years, possibly. This area here, this is like a little dirt village because I made a video years ago for a Minecraft dirt house tutorial. It's like a meme. And it blew up. It blew up, but it actually looked nice. Like it wasn't, at the time, you know, I had like grass on the roof and stuff. It kind of looked cool. But yeah, there's so many areas in this world, in this, just this little area that bring back so many memories. I kind of just flew through quickly today to kind of just get the coordinates down and stuff like that. And man, the memories that come flooding back. I got a slime chunk down underneath. So the slimes come up and wait. Oh, they drop down below, I think. Yeah. I mean, who knows if slime chunks have changed, but they're supposed to drop here. I mean, it's collecting something, so it's kind of working. But yeah, we're actually looking at a little jungle village that I had built as well. But this area, I was kind of theming it around like the dragon is like the symbol. You know how in America it's the the golden eagle. Wait, no, bald eagle. Here it was the dragon. So I had, you know, dragons up in the sky and tried to get them in other places. Actually, before we move on, there's some other stuff over here that I kind of worked on. I may have spent most of my time in this area. But this is kind of the entrance into the city. This is where we started the video. You go down here, and man, I'm going to have to probably pick up the pace. This is going to be a long video, guys. But I get comments about this area still all the time. Hello, creeper. You can't touch me. You can't touch me. This area, if we could just get, I just got to, and down. Good. I think that was there. This area, okay, there's going to be creepers in here. This little forest area was very atmospheric. I still get comments about it. I think it's pretty cool. But I had built this area after spending quite a bit of time like taking walks on trails in the woods and stuff, and that kind of just seeped into the area. There we got like a little, supposed to be like a games area for like jousting and stuff. There's a big wheat field with a farm for some llamas out here. This was kind of later. This is a little better builds because I built it a little later on. But it looks pretty cool. I like that. I think that's pretty nice. Where should we go next? I think we're going to go to Eden. So if we come out here and there's a little bridge right here, I built this during a phase where I had glazed terracotta looking like roof tiles, shingles. It doesn't look like that anymore. But yeah, see, these are some cool things that I have in the resource pack where In a forest, only in a forest, you have like leaves on the ground. There's so many cool things that you can do with resource packs that, actually enhance the game. But, if you go too far, it gets a little crazy. You're going to see a lot of these around because there was a period where we didn't have the multiple different trapdoor types. We didn't have spruce trapdoors. So I actually retextured. The only trapdoor we had was the oak one. And I retextured it to look like this. And funny enough, about a year or two later, this comes in the game. Plus all the other trapdoors. So you're going to see a lot of those around. But there's Eden over there, which is actually named after my second daughter. But it is is in a swamp. And it's kind of where our bad guys would live in this world. This was the original village in this world. Let's turn the resource pack off for a little bit. Still looks pretty cool in vanilla. But yeah, this was the original village, and I kind of dug it out and tried to make like these hobbit holes and stuff. I don't know if these are, what kind of villagers these are, if they're old or new or what they are. But yeah, this area ended up working pretty good. Initially, my first idea was, because I think villages had just been introduced to the game, I thought, I'm going to take the village that was here and I'm going to improve it. I'm going to take the buildings and build them up. And oh man, if you look back at those old episodes, yikes. It was pretty nasty. But here we are headed on into Eden, the town, city, kingdom of Eden. Here's a good look at, I used to have nether brick, actually like black, but I ended up revising it and making it like a super dark brown. I love this nether brick. I wish it was this color. I feel like it would be very usable if it was a little less purple, That's such a cool color for nether brick, in my opinion. And in vanilla, this place looks great as well. So I was I've never played it in my life, but I love watching people play Dark Souls. It's a video game that is kind of just got this kind of dark vibe and feeling, like broken down stuff and, tombs and graves all over the place. And that's what I was kind of going for here. Not reminiscent of my daughter in any way. But yeah, I think it's still pretty cool. Some things that, diamonds in there. Very nice, very nice. But funny story about this. I didn't even really know Green back in the day. I knew him from a couple things, but I didn't know he was making videos. And saw a tutorial for like a witch hut place. And I thought, ooh, that's pretty cool. And I made it. And when I gave him credit, I said, Gryan. Gryan. Oh, this area. Okay, we got to have resource pack off of this. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about with this world. There's so many things I built that are resource pack dependent, but then there's so many things that are so much better without it. So this area, I tried to make kind of some like a really foggy like ravine where you don't know what you're going to fall into, broken road and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. This whole area worked out pretty nice. It's just everything is just needing a little bit more polish, in my opinion. Even with the vanilla nether brick, this looks good. This color's cool. But here was supposed to be the throne room, and it's ruled by a king and a queen. And I think I said the queen is the one with the authority in this area. As we go, we just kind of tell some stories to kind of help evolve and immerse ourselves in the area a little bit. But yeah, all of these castles, they have some interior here, not a whole lot, not much here either. But some. This is, again, an example of kind of how my patience... Oh, there's the potential banners. I think I settled on that one. But yeah, my patience has improved through the years, which I think has improved my building skills. That's one tip. If I can give a tip, it's just be more patient, spend more time. I like the roads, how it's kind of like, it's not perfectly straight. I dug this area down to kind of add some variation in the road and stuff. This is supposed to be like a slime brew place. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, kind of make some machines and whatnot. But and I think I had a sugarcane farm like over here. Nothing super great to look at, to be quite honest. But yeah, some falling over trees and stuff. Yeah, here's my beautiful, perfect sugarcane farm, guys. I mean, it gets the job done. It looks like it's a BdoubleO special with some items down on the ground. It's my specialty. But yeah, I mean, we had bigger plans for this area, but I mean, for what it is, I think it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how this area turned out. But now, that jungle area that we saw earlier, let's head on over there. I think the way I'm going to do this, here's the spawn area, by the way. We come out these big gates, and then we're kind of over here. No real road leading into this area, but, there was supposed to be a road right here. This was an area I built, all this in vanilla. It was supposed to be like a little fishing village area, which looks pretty cool. And then like a boat being made right there. It's cute. Old B-Dubs was trying, wasn't he? He was really trying. No real way to get into this spot. And to be honest, wow, you know what? This doesn't look terrible. In just vanilla. It looks pretty good. That's when you know it's good. You know you got the forms right and stuff if it's not terrible in any resource pack. That obviously was different. When I made this area, I had changed the jungle wood planks to be like a greenish color. Like they're brownish, but kind of more green than anything. And it worked really good here. I don't even know if I have that resource pack anymore, but yeah, it looked really good. But you're going to see a lot of jungle wood, and it was kind of green before. So yeah, this is one area that kind of, it's okay like this, but it looked a lot better before. Let's see, I haven't walked up here yet. Okay, we got some parrots. I think I did an interior on this one. Oh yeah, this definitely, well, maybe not definitely. I thought it definitely needed the resource pack, but yeah, maybe not. The diorite. I do like the diorite in this resource pack though. It looks good. So let's go up here. I know I did some interiors. This is, I think, the only interiors I did here was in this area. Like what they looks like marble, right? Like a really nice looking marble. And I think originally the diorite was like bricks. I think that's how I had it. But yeah, this is a cool spot. I like this. I wish iron bars were like that. Or at least that color. I think it would look really cool. But yeah, this is a good spot. I like this. Hold on. Let me show you. So my planks, the underside of all my planks, like the tops look normal, the sides look normal, but the underside, if you're looking at it like it's a ceiling, it's got kind of some extra added detail in there, which I think is pretty cool. But yeah, does this go? It goes up a little more, I think, to something. What does this go to? Oh, I remember. I think a creeper caught me right here. Maybe just some bedrooms. I think that's all it is. Not even. Just a hallway. Good building. Good planning. That's good. We're going to go up here to another hallway. But let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay, these are, let's see if I still got them named. Wings of Ariana. Okay, so everybody was saying, dude, you're leaving your daughter Ari out. Because I named one city Eden, another one Ivy, and so yeah, I got the Wings of Ari in here. But yeah, these are all nothing. They look cool though. They're okay. I could definitely do better now, but for the moment, I mean, for when I was doing it, I'm happy with it. I think it looks good. But now I think we should go to Snowden. Let's head to Snowden. This is kind of my snowy area. So the spawn area is there, the jungle is there. The snowy area is off this way. I actually made a path all the way from the spawn area all the way here. So that path where the llama farm was and stuff, you follow that all the way out this way and it'll lead you here, which I really like. So we're going to see some interesting resource pack things out here as well. And then maybe we'll take a look at it without it. But mossy cobblestone out here has a snow texture instead of moss. And that was, I remember, I mean, guys, when I do this resource pack, there's a lot of weird like coding stuff that's involved, like how to get, you know, like these ones that only has the snow on half of it, but if there's two of them stacked, it goes all the way down. And yeah, it's pretty complicated. I was pretty proud of myself. And in snowy areas, the stone actually turns kind of dark blue. Look at it in my hand versus here. It turns like a little bluish and a little darker because it would be wet in cold areas and stuff. But this is our little village. And actually, before we go that way, let's go this way. So this is something I built recently. Recently as in like 2.5 years ago. I think we're going to say, oh man, the cart's still working. That's good. Yeah. This was like dwarven, you know, they mines and stuff like that out in this cold area. I think that's what we were going for. But I made a video on, I have working smelteries made out of lava. And if you right click, boom, furnace is in there. And this one too, or no? Yeah, furnace is in there as well. It's kind of a cool thing, right? You have a forge, you have lava, and I think I actually used this on something for Tango on Hermitcraft years ago, or a year ago or so. But yeah, this is a cool spot, and I think like this is an actual delivery system, so you can deliver things. By the way, I know the bottom looks weird of these, but I added like ash into the campfires a little bit, which I think looks kind of cool. But yeah, so that's that area, and there isn't really much more to it. Oh, yes, I have no idea what that means. I have no clue what that is. I thought I did for a second, but definitely not. So anyway, we go back to the village. Nothing super crazy. You know, I always built real small. Look how small. I mean, this is kind of cool. It's just an A-frame house, but like too tall. Was as tall as it got, really. And then you go inside and it's like they're just very teeny tiny small huts. It was a challenge when you build that small because it's hard to get the details in, but when you do, it feels nice. There's I think it's called Stav Church, which it's cool, the architecture on it. Like they just keep building out. They build real tall and then they build out further and further and further. That's how you get kind of that look. I think that looks pretty neat. But I like this idea for like a snowy area and I thought I did put ice under this. Am I sliding though? I'm not. Maybe that changed. But yeah, have all the roads kind of covered in snow and plowed out real deep. This was the building that I kind of stayed at. I did all my I kept all my resources in here and stuff. There was my bed. Ooh, a diamond. Yeah, some things left over. Yeah, this house wasn't too shabby, too terrible. But then this was like the big place, like an inn or something, which is pretty cool. You can see now what I was going for with the ice. I used cyan glass panes to kind of just make like icicles, and then the huge fire pits on the side. But yeah, this is an interesting idea. I wanted it to feel like an inn with just tons and tons of rooms. When you look up, you see them, huge fireplace and stuff. But yeah, literally like nothing to see here on the inside. There was no interior decoration in this thing at all, but the outside is here. I mean, that's one thing when you're making Minecraft videos. The outside, that's easy. That's the fun part. But the inside, that's when it gets real difficult. Let's actually go to the church here. I think it's Stave, Stave, right? And yeah, this is when I started researching a little more. When I would build something, I would kind of research like what did where it came, where the style came from, and all that stuff. But yeah, I learned that in these churches they would put really scary pictures all over the place to like scare away evil spirits and stuff. So I kind of tried to do that here. It goes up a couple levels, but there's literally nothing to see. So yeah, and then, some kind of in progress being built houses and stuff. You can tell my head was in the right spot. I was thinking the right way. Maybe just not dedicating enough time to completing. But yeah, so this is Snowden. This is a pretty cool area. Now I think let's head on over to Timberstone. But before we move on, let's take a moment for a quick commercial break. I wear my Raycon earbuds around the house all day, and I love them so much that I decided to write a Christmas poem about them. When it comes to Raycon, there's one thing I know. You get amazing audio quality no matter where you go. They're the perfect gift to put in anyone's hands, and they're only half the price of other premium brands. Raycons are available in 5 stylish colors with in-ear gel tips that feel like oiled rubber. With free shipping and returns, gifting is easier than ever. So pick up some Raycons to remove that gift buying pressure. Click the link down in the description or go to buyraycon.com/bdubs and use code HOLIDAY to get 15% off site-wide. Merry Christmas. Aha, we've arrived. Now this one, we might view a little bit from the sky. I'm trying to do ground and sky to kind of help with the immersion and stuff. But yeah, we might do this one from the sky a little bit. This one, I think I built most of it with just vanilla textures. Now, I went through a period where I was like, you know what? I'm not learning enough with my building. And I really wanted to get better. And I asked Hypixel. Him and I used to talk often. And I asked him, I was like, dude, can you have one of your... Dude, structure blocks. I use those to make some trees from time to time. That's hilarious. Those are in there. But yeah, I asked him if one of his build team members could help me, and one of the build members named Gliss kind of worked with me on building. And build styles have changed a lot since then, but it was more so like get a structure in, and then, man, this is like a wild and crazy, like super ultra detailed style. And I never got to the point to where I could like make the detail make sense. It was just like stair, slab, upside down stair, wall, just get as much in there as you can. I mean, it's a style, it looks interesting, but at the time I remember people telling me, whoa, yo, B-dubs, this is too busy. 10 years later, I agree. It's too busy. It is. But the area still, I really like it a lot. I mean, it's just got its own charm, This is a cool spot. This is where I had a lot of armor on display, and don't think I stored it, just displayed it in here. It's pretty cool, though. I don't remember how to get up here. Oh, I had like an enchanting cave in there. But yeah, I don't remember exactly how to get up here. So we'll just go like this. So yeah, snow used to collect on this. So to keep it green, I just put carpets. But yeah, so this, if you didn't notice, is a lion head. It's supposed to be like a lion's mouth. And that's kind of the symbol for this area, is the lion. Oh, you know what? There are some towers on the side that lead me up here. But yep, this is like the throne room right here. This is a nice looking throne room. I like that. That looks pretty cool. But yeah. Again, not much detail on the interiors. I've always struggled because I think content-wise, interiors are very hard to create something that people think is, wow, that's really cool. There's no wow moments in interiors. It's just, yep, there's a couch. There's a bunny over there. That's new. So yeah, and then there's a little feast area, a little place to eat some food in here. It's all right. It's okay. But yeah, this is when I really started to really focus in and learn a lot, build wise. Thanks to Glyph for helping me kind of up my game a little bit. Now there's a city over here, part of the village for this area. This was originally like a vineyard, and then one day I was like, I want to make it look like it burned down. I don't know. I don't know. Don't talk to me about it. But this is cool. This little village area. I think this is pretty neat. Not complete, but you know, it's got its charm. This is a fishing area. Let's see. How did I decorate this? So snow blocks. What is that? What is that supposed to resemble? I don't know. These are nets, obviously. This is like squid, the chorus blocks. But yeah, it's okay. I had the idea of getting the village in here and stuff. What's this say? Home of Mr. Smith. Wow, real original, B-dubs. Really good thinking. But let's continue on. Now, not very far this way. We're going to start seeing some pretty cool stuff. So this is when I started really focusing on paths and realizing I want all of the areas in this world to be connected with paths. That's something that's going to stick with me forever. You know what? Let me change resource pack again. Now you can see why I use spruce here, because I had kind of darkened the gravel. I made it look a little bit more like dirt and gravel. So yeah, that's why I was using spruce plaid slabs here. But this area, so when we're leaving Timberstone, I'm thinking I want to walk on paths and I want everything. I want there to be something interesting all the way through. And I still love that concept and that idea. And I want to carry that over into our next season. It's difficult to execute, to make it work. But, like a little keep up there. And actually, you know what? I went crazy on the interior for this one. Didn't I? I think I spent a lot of time on this interior. I did. Yeah. So, throne. And it was supposed to be like a wood throne, I think. Boy, it's tight, though. It's crammed in here. But yeah, it looks good. Looks kind of, you get the gist, right? And what's up? Not finished. Good job. Okay. But man, look at the little variations in the bricks. This is just regular stone brick. But then one's a little darker, one's a little lighter, slightly. It does so much. I love that. But anyway, that's that. And then I had a little bit of like a feast hall here. Yeah. Very small, very tight. And then a kitchen down here. Yeah, good job, B-Dub, little B-Dub. You're trying hard. You got to walk over that chair to get up to the exit, but still, nice. But yeah, so this area, this was the path to Ivy Rose. So there's Timberstone, and then you go down this path, and Ivy Rose is over there. Now that's actually, I should finish with that, but it's just along the path, so we'll do it. Here I've got, this is part of Timberstone, I thought, is like, okay, lots of timber. So I had some like tree farms of different growth stages. So this is like little baby sapling types, and then they get bigger as they go. So one year they'll harvest those, they'll plant new ones, and then these are the big ones back here. This is cool. It's a cool little thing. But yeah, there's like this path. There's so much detail on it. There's a little village here. But yeah, pretty cool. And this is a lumber mill right here that we're going to walk through. Oh, there's a Japanese village out there as well. But since we're headed this way, let's go here. So yeah, that's cool. But then we get here, little street signs, Timberstone, Ivy Rose. Very nice. So this is the Tuscan area. Okay. So even though there's snow, just ignore that. But all the buildings and architecture are supposed to give you this really Tuscan feel. Now, this area desperately needs the resource pack enabled to work. Here it is without the resource pack, and it looks okay still. It's still good. But then we start to get into some spots where it starts to look pretty rough. The resource pack just helps enhance it so much more. So this is the area of Ivy Rose, and this was named after my third daughter, who, those of you that have been around a long time, you know that she's no longer with us. So this is, I kind of made this area in honor of her. But yeah, lots of cool resource pack things here. Like the terracotta, just some variations in it. There's a big, well, it's hard to explain. But I like this area a whole lot. On the street level, I just wanted it to feel like very green, very overgrown. And I think it does. I think it looks really cool. This is like the main temple area, which we can go up here. I think the glass actually looks really cool here. That's cyan, pink, red, green. That looks really cool. But yeah, and the diorite looks really nice too. But this is what I did with the glazed terracotta. I just took a pattern. You know how you can do them in 2x2 patterns? I just took one and shrunk it down real small. One that I liked and thought, okay, that's what that is going to be. And that's what they should be, honestly. Minecraft needs to do this. Get rid of that directional glazed terracotta and just give us these. Give us these tiles. Way more useful. But yeah, little altars and things here. And then I think these go up, but to nothing, right? There's this little towers here. Up the stairs. Oh yeah, you just get a little view of the city. Now around the back of that temple, we've got this kind of garden, greenery area, which I think is pretty nice. I need to do more stuff like this. Where like the ground, look at how the stairs, they're just like that marble or bright white stone. I think that's really cool how that worked out. But yeah, this was just supposed to be like a little garden area for the building, this is honestly, if I built this today, I'd be happy with it. I'd be proud of myself. I think it's a very cool looking building. But yeah, doubling down on like the Tuscan Italian kind of feel, years and years before I really started getting into like the city part of this, I made this, which was the Patreon Parthenon. So one of the rewards, it's no longer this way, so don't do this. But one of the rewards for a time was I put your sign, a sign with your name on it in here. As well as something else, I believe. Some other things, but yeah. So those will live on forever. But yeah, then this is something bad. This is, maybe it's okay. I shouldn't say that. This is supposed to be like what is it called? The little auditorium things where, they're in this shape and you can hear really well. I don't know, but the goal was to gamify it. There's a mob spawner in there. So the mobs would be pushed out and they'd be the play. It's okay. It's pretty cool. But yeah, that's this area. This is kind of a cool tower over here. Let's see. This, I think I built the interior for. Yeah. Ooh, Vita. Ooh, that's nice. This is a nice interior. I like this. Okay, I went in on this one. I don't even know if I ever showed this on video. I might not have. This is pretty good. I like that. But that's pretty much, you get the vibe out here. You get kind of what we were going for. Man, I did a lot of building. Holy cow. Oh yeah, then look, a little market area. That's cool. We need more decorative blocks in Minecraft, though. We need it bad. But yeah, now that area is good. Let's head on over. Okay, back here. Let's go over to... Nope, we're going this way. We're going to go to a cliff village real quick. Interesting. Very interesting. this doesn't look too bad. I remember really struggling out here, really having a very hard time with this area, and it's kind of scarred me for life. Because I remember seeing this Savannah M biome, which has got these really crazy, like almost amplified terrain generation. I remember thinking, oh, that's going to be so cool to build in. And then when I tried to build in it, I remember leaving thinking, I'm never doing that again. But I was getting somewhere. It's pretty cool. I think that's pretty good, actually. I shouldn't have bailed. Now, none of these have interiors, unfortunately. Yeah, it's just grass in there. Yeah, this is better than I thought it was going to be. Maybe I won't be so scared of this sort of terrain. But yeah, you can kind of see the ideas. But this never really was anything super big in our history on this world. It was just something that like I would visit from time to time and then hate it. And I guess maybe it was the experience of like not having elytra and, you know, building and falling and dying and stuff. That could have been part of it. Let's see. What is this? This is going somewhere. Is this just going through the rock? Oh, okay. Yeah, see there, that would have been it. That would have been a death. But yeah, so this is just a cliff city. It had some good ideas, but just never really lived up to its potential. Now, welcome to the desert. This was a fun area. This was a fun spot for me to build in. I think I might have taken another leap building-wise when I worked on this area. I think the patience started kicking in around here, where I was spending a little more time on the builds, and things were really coming together. Now, different resource pack. So you're seeing some things that, are slightly off. But I think I even got in-stone in some of these. Yeah, so I had shifted the in-stone to not be so greeny yellow. And it just added a new like sandstone texture. But yeah, this area, I mean, it's pretty cool. Like, what was it here? Oh, I covered it up. So there's a bull. There's like a pixel art of a bull in there. You can kind of see it underneath all the tents. But what's the point of doing that if I'm going to cover it up? I guess it's cool. But yeah, this is like a little market area. Red sandstone, I had that a different color and texture, but so it blended in here a little bit better. But yeah, still all right. Still cool. This was where we started to form like religion in this world. Like this was a religion of like elements, earth, fire, water, wind. Oh yeah, and there's a statue at the jungle place of the wind goddess. Yeah. Maybe I've got some of these other guys around as well. But that was a fun little thing, just adding immersion to the world, you know? But yeah, this was a cool spot. This is where I've always wanted to build like a walled city, with a bunch of buildings on the inside. And I pretty much, you know, there's areas that need work, but I kind of feel like I accomplished that. Oh yeah, we had salt flats out here. I mean, that's what I was going for, is trying to do salt flats and a little ship right there, which is pretty cool. And this is what? Oh, just a bunch of animals. But yeah, so this was our desert area. And then we made these little like desert starter homes, which are cool. Like this one's cool. I like this with like this as the doorway. And you just walk through. Ooh. Whoa, that's a nice interior. Oh. Cot on the floor because the whole thing. Oh, because this is on half slab. Oh, this was smart. Look at what's happening. You come in, you go down a level, so it feels more headroom, right? And that's cool. That's an interesting little detail. You go down a level, we've got whatever here. I have no idea what this is. But then you come up, and then you can start doing like lower tables, bed in the hole. I'm glad I went in there. There's some skills that I learned along the way that I forget sometimes. That was a good one. I like that. But yeah, this path connects all the way on back to the back of, you can see that keep that was along the Timberstone to Ivy Rose Road. But if we continue this direction, we keep going this way, we'll get to the Japanese village. Here's an example of another reason why I feel like I'm anxious to get into a new world is because this world has gone through multiple different stages, multiple different updates, and they only just added smooth terrain blending. So this is how an old world used to meet up with a new world, like that, where you just have these cutouts. And when my whole thing in this game is about visuals, and you have stuff like this and immersion, it just breaks that. So like we would have to have from that area a path that goes pretty much, in or near this stuff. So yeah, just another example of why I'm looking forward to getting into a new world. But here is our cute, adorable Japanese village. And I remember it being a lot better than it is. Bamboo farm, reed farm, cool. There's cool stuff in here. But man, I was building small. Like this is, paper and stuff from the reeds, which the interior, that's cool. And then you go down and a bunch of sugar in the basement, right? But man, it's small. Isn't this a small house? I guess it's cool to be able to pack stuff in a small area. Maybe I start building small again. But yeah, and then I got kind of this back road that I think looks really nice. Little Fletcher's area, butcher. Yeah, this is when all the things came into the game. All the professions for the villagers. So I started adding those in here. Farmer. This has got redstone attached to it too. Yeah, just collecting eggs there. And then let's see. Oh, this is like a little pub right here. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Man, I remember these feeling a lot bigger than they are. And I think there's barrels down here. Yep, some barrels and stuff. Yeah. These felt so much bigger back in the day. Now they just feel so small. Oh, this is so dark oak leaves in a plains biome. I changed those only in plains, I think, to be pink. So you get kind of this view. I think that's really pretty. I like that. But yeah, then we've got, I was really trying to keep villagers alive. We've got this, what was this? Oh, like a fabric place. I think I nailed the interiors on this. You could tell it's a fabric place. And then they got a bunch of fabric on the outside over here and stuff. That's very cool. I like that. But yeah, this is a library. I think this would be cool to go through because I believe I did the interior on this. Oh yeah. Ooh. I like it. Okay, let's look at it without the resource pack. Still okay. It's still all right. But let's stick with the resource pack because I think I've got a bunch of variations of bookshelves. And I think it makes it look pretty cool. What is it? Beehive? Beehive. Nice. Okay, that's what that is. But I think this library looks very cool. And then the little stairways up. This felt a lot bigger at the time. But it's still cool. Still cool. I like it. Then you can go up again, right? Oh, yeah, and then over. This was, I believe I got a sheep farm in here in this building. I sure do. Yes. Do I still have an exit over here? Hold on. I know. Yeah, I can get out over here. Okay. You guys don't know where I am right now, but I can show you. So there's the library, and then it connects to this right here, and the sheep farm was underneath there. This area, I had more plans, but I'm still happy with it. This flower field, this was something I did that I also did on Hermitcraft. And boy, does it look nice. I think it looks so cool. And yeah, this was all dyes and stuff. So we had a fabric guy here, and then we had dyes being made like out and back here, I believe. Yeah. And then a bunch of flowers and seeds and stuff. And I guess that's a well. I don't know exactly. But yeah, I like this area. This had a lot of potential. to be something really, really cool. And we made some good progress. I just feel like it could have been better. How did I get? There's the door right there. Okay. And then this is where I had leather worker with the horses. Hey, how fast are you? Not very fast. Very slow. Okay. But yeah, I love this area. I'll definitely revisit this theme in season 3 for sure, because I think it looks really good. But do it all in vanilla. As we leave that area, we have to travel a very, 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 very long ways away. So if you looked at the XYZ coordinates, we're at 3649, 83, negative 2695. That's way out there. I don't know why I came out here. Why did I come so far? Horses. It was for horses. That's what it was. I just went a long ways in the nether, and I came way out here in order to get horses. I'm sure of it. Because I made a horse stable tutorial that it became the horse race or horse stable tutorial for like everybody. It went very, very viral for at the time. And you see a lot of horse stables in Minecraft that look very similar to this. And then, yeah, there were just a lot of people coming during that time. Because I had a little battle with a chicken here named Samson. And I don't think I got any name tags. Maybe I never named him. But people bring that up to me all the time. About this thing that it's just, I was just trying to get a chicken to go into a thing. And, oh man, people loved it for some reason. Here's a barn I made out here. Not a whole lot, you know, these are just, actually, let's just feel these horses out. Slow, okay? The ones with the saddles. Slow, okay. Yeah, these aren't, I didn't have any winners back then. Anybody with a saddle in here? Doesn't look like it. But yeah, I was just so excited to start playing with horses. So that's why we started this area. And then, yeah, barn here. It's a cool, different type of barn, you know. Made it out of terracotta, which is cool. And then also, I think we came back out here later and made this area, which actually, this ain't so bad. This is the McGee family. Oh, the McGee family, home sweet home. Wonderful. You should leave these chests out. Okay, nice. But yeah, this is cool. This like wooden archway thing. But yeah, wanted to try to make a village in here. And I tried. I tried, okay? I tried my best. You can see my heart was in the right place, can't you? Oh, sweet old B-dubs. He sure tried. Oh, man. I think I might have just been doing everything in survival. No, like, creative test world or anything. It's really looking and feeling like that. But, yeah, there's probably other places. How is this still not grown? That's supposed to grow a very tall tree. I must have put that there years ago. But yeah, this, I believe there's a lot of areas, you know, with little things here and there. But this is like the last like main place in our world. Now, trust me, as I fly through this place and I look at all the history and see some of the things that kind of give that heart-warming feeling where it's like, man, oh man, I remember this and this and this. This is just, I think I've kind of outgrown this. There's just things about the way, I know a lot of people like the old terrain generation. But for me, visually, I need something more. Just the way the terrain generates, it's already a huge improvement. It was before from what this is, where you have hot areas running into snow areas, and then you could have a desert right after that. It broke my immersion a little bit. Oh, by the way, I think the way, yeah, you can get, let's see. Yeah, there's so from spawn, this path over here, there's a netherrack trail that leads all the way out to that 3,000, 7,000 blocks away place. But yeah, so there's this that kind of bothers me a little bit, like the way the terrain generates. I like to be immersed, and that sort of stuff kind of breaks it for me. And like I was saying, the new world generation. Let's take a look at like a 1.18 world so we can kind of compare. Yeah, so this is Minecraft 1.18. And this has me excited. When I see this sort of land is very inspiring for me. Now, there's something I should say. This is also, and I've toyed with this idea a lot in the past. This is a large biomes world. So if you don't know, there's a world version, at least on Java Edition, maybe on all the others, where you can make the biomes larger. So if you're in a plains biome, it's going to be 4 times the size of it as what it would be in just a normal world. So that helps a lot when you have one area and everywhere you look, it's going to be pretty much the same. And it helps just make it even more gradual. Now, this world, I like this a lot. Like, it looks really cool. There's these meadows on these hills and stuff. But this world would not work for me because the closest desert is 14,000 blocks away. So that could be a problem, but a good challenge at the same time. So you see, a lot of the same stuff, but I'm telling you, this one was pretty extreme. Like, there was tons and tons of plains and stuff, and it took forever before you see something else. You get the right seed, and like, you'll just have nice gradual flows into different climates and stuff. Visually, I feel like it just looks better. But like that cave opening there's so much cool, like, natural generation in this. And in the large biomes, although it adds some challenge, I think with the way we play with like the villages and the roads connecting and stuff like that, I think this is a really, really good fit for us. So anyway, I know that this is probably going to be a little difficult for some people, because I know that some of you are just as attached to this world as I am. It's a difficult decision for me, but we'll always have it. We'll always have the videos to look back on, and we'll always have the world we can come back to check out at some point. So it's not goodbye forever, but I think as far as like how we've developed in this game artistically, I feel like this is going to be great and exciting for us. What is this? Oh, there used to be, this used to control all the lights in the city. I had something, I think it was JL 2725, JL from Smart Minecraft. He had a daylight sensor before daylight sensors were in the game. So I had that hooked up, and it was from Tom C, the power plant. That's right. But yeah, it's a hard thing. We can always come back and visit it. And I was talking about something else, and I believe I've totally forgotten. Oh man. But yeah, I think this was a great 10 years. Is really a very interesting, fun journey. Without this world, and without getting into this game, I don't know if I would have realized. Like, when I was a little kid, my favorite toy was a box of Legos. I loved that stuff. We didn't check out, there's a little tower over there, but I kind of lost that along the way. I started getting into sports and stuff, and this game brought it all back, all that passion and stuff. And along the way, we've kind of just grown artistically, and it's been a very, very fun journey. And I've loved sharing the whole thing with you guys. Oh, yeah, this is a Paw Patrol thing I did with my kids. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for following me through this journey, through this second season of Building with BdoubleO. Our lives have changed. I know your lives have changed a lot. My life has changed quite a lot over that time. And I got to say, it's been a fun journey all the way. But as I mentioned before, if you want to check the resource pack out, it doesn't have all the blocks in it, all the new blocks and stuff. I've got kind of tinkered with them, but that'll be on the Patreon. And the World download, it'll be there right now. If you're watching this early, it'll be there waiting for you. But if you're watching it late, you'll probably maybe see it in the description down below. Hopefully I can figure out something, a way to get that up. If anybody has a good source, a good way to provide a link for this World download, let me know. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I love you to death, and we'll see you in the next episode.